Okay, we're going to talk about tension. So there's a few areas in our body where we can create tension that will change the pressure strategy we're using and can put undue pressure on our core, on our pelvic floor, that may cause some pelvic floor symptoms like leaking or heaviness or that popping or tension in our abdominal wall that we're not looking for. So the first thing we want to think about is what I see a lot in practice is upper ab clenching. And so what that looks like is when we're really good at engaging these two upper abs, but when we do that, we still have this kind of pooching happening down here, which means that we're really only engaging those superficial upper abs and not using that deep transverse abdominis to knit together and create a nice stable base for our deep core and for our pelvic floor. So we want to avoid that, just pinching these two abs in and really getting into just these. You'll know you're doing that if, one, you feel a lot of activity here and getting a lot more fatigue through the upper part. And if you look down while you're exercising, this all appears quite flat, but then you're noticing maybe the bottom part of your abdominal wall looks like a dome or like the back of a turtle. And so we don't want that discrepancy between the upper and lower parts of our abs. The other place I see a lot of clenching is in our butt. So I do see a lot of overcooking the movement happening, where we, for example, if you were to do a deadlift, we come down into our deadlift, and as we come up, we don't end at the end position, we overcook it and really squeeze our butt here. That's something we don't want, because actually our core is not engaged here. We can't get into our pelvic floor. Everything is happening kind of in the back of pelvic floor, where we're trying to create a nice balanced system throughout. So that's another area I see clenching. So no over clenching butt, no over clenching our two top abs. And then also being aware of what's happening kind of north of that whole core system. So when you're weight training or jumping or running, having a soft jaw, not clenching your teeth, soft neck. Are your shoulders up by your ears? Are you creating fists? All of those things create pressure inside of our body that has to go somewhere. And most often it comes out in the core, in the pelvic floor, in the low back, all the areas we don't want it. So really soft through here, a neutral neck. I like to think about keeping my tongue behind my two front teeth to create a soft jaw, and then loose through the shoulders as well.